Hey everybody, Billy Rainford here from Direct Motocross with another Zoom interview here. Today we got something a little different we're going to try. I'm not even sure if you're seeing all three of us right now in gallery view, but if you are, you already see who we've got. These two guys, these kids, are some big up-and-comers in the amateur level of our sport. So we thought it'd be kind of fun. They've gone head-to-head over the years, so we're going to have some fun here, get these kids telling some stories and see where they're headed and some of their favorite races and stuff like that. I've got Jeremy McKie there, and we've also got Thomas Rendall. So, Jeremy, thanks for saying hey.
Pleasure. Always fun to talk.
Okay, and Thomas, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, happy to be here.
You say that now. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, not sure in about 40 minutes.
All right, guys, let's start off with, I can see that Jeremy there. You look like you're sitting in your trailer. Jeremy, where are you?
On my track. I've been there since I've been back from Florida because of COVID-19, but I've been training on my track.
Tell us what that track is.
SMX Motocross.
And where exactly is that?
It's in Saint Quebec, so it's near where I live. Actually, it's close from Olympic Stadium. 45 minutes up there.
Okay. And Thomas, how about you? Where are you?
I'm at home. I'm in my room right now. And if you're wondering if I've been training, yeah, I've been on the bicycle. I've been running. Been doing some body weight workouts downstairs in the little gym. So yeah, just not as much on my bike as I would like to be.
Hey, I'll ask the questions here.
All right.
Oh, I thought maybe you're at your neighbor's house there. I thought they had a shrine to you or something in the neighbor's house.
That's in their shed. They're storing my other stuff in there. But this is my room. These are my favorites, you know.
Are those all your numbers in the background?
They're all my numbers except for there's one over there. That's Josh Hill. There's a Ryan Dungy, and there's one of my dad's, and there's also a Pierce Brown one from Loretta's. So got quite the variety going.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's fun to. I've never been someone to keep memorabilia, except for if you look over I should mention too, this one is brought to you by the great people at Fox Racing Canada, and as you can see, I got in pretty much at ground level at Fox here, but so there's some old school stuff back there. It's we can all laugh at if we'd like.
Pretty old.
Yeah, it's old. Your dad knows when it's from for sure. So, all right, guys. So we're going to chat about your histories and stuff like that. For starters, we asked you where you're from, where you're living. Let's start off with how you got started in this sport of motocross. Jeremy, let's start with you. How did you get into moto?
I got in motocross with my dad. So he always liked, he had a motocross and always liked some. So he bought me a little PW50. We went under a bridge and we were practicing, and I really liked it. So we started doing some race. First year was terrible, but after it quite got better, and my dad bought a place to build the track, and we started training, and that's how everything started.
Okay, now you're the older brother. You've got a brother, right?
Yeah, I got a younger brother, 15. He's 15 years old.
He's a big kid. Is he bigger than you yet?
Oh yeah, way bigger. He's like 6'3" and a half and 180 pounds. He's bigger than me.
Yeah, it's amazing. How about Thomas? Let's move over to you. How did you get started in the sport?
So I was about 3 or 4, and it was Christmas morning. And when I went downstairs behind the couch, there was a PW50 sitting there. Because my dad did it his whole life, and then he snuck that in the house, and I just kind of, I don't know, I just liked it. I loved it because I raced BMX growing up before that. And I guess this was a little more fun for me. And then just been doing it since then.
That's funny. That's just such a classic story. I do obviously a lot of these interviews, and that's one of my first questions. I've got 2 standard questions, of course, but that's always, it's usually the parents raced and they came down Christmas morning, and sometimes it's that classic story of, oh, wait, I think there's one more gift you haven't opened, Thomas. And then you go to the garage or something. That's what happened. I did that with a BMX bike, not with a dirt bike. But yeah, pretty classic story. Okay. No, but actually, it's funny. I'm also one of the rare people who my dad did not race, so it's kind of a strange thing. My dad didn't have a bike until, anyway, we got a bike at the same time. But now, my other favorite question, Jeremy, how did you pick your first race number? Is there a story behind your first race number?
Not really. I was born August. Took number 20 for my number. Almost my whole amateur career was that number. I had to switch.
You switched last year?
Yeah, I had to add a 7. Add a 7. I added a 7 for James Stewart because I already like him, and you need a 3-digit number when you don't have a national number yet. So you need points, and I was national, so I decided to change. I'm
Okay.
a big fan of him.
Okay, man. Well, yeah, we'll certainly come back to talk about your motocross heroes and stuff like that. Now, Thomas, how about you? The 494 has kind of been your number the whole time, right? What's the story there?
Well, that was my number since I guess I got on 50s. Before that, I was 472 because those were my top 3 favorite riders, and that was Ricky, and then Bubba, and then McGrath in order. Just I don't know. I just kind of had it like that. It's kind of original, I guess. I've never seen someone with that number, so it's kind of my trademark. And then I decided that since my dad was 949, I was just gonna flip that and make it mine. Yeah. So that's how we got 494.
Okay, I gotcha. How far did your dad? He's probably sitting right there somewhere. How far up in the ranks did your dad make it, Thomas?
He was a vet. He raced vet. That was his peak of his career, I guess. He's pretty good.
He raced vet. That was the peak of his career. He could race vet now, and that'd still be the peak. Then you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah. I think he peaked in vet though. Actually, no. I think he raced schoolboy. I saw some old videos. He raced schoolboy at Sandley like 20 years ago, probably. I don't even know. It was ridiculous. Maybe more than that. But I saw some videos. He was going pretty good.
He's going to come under there and say, "This interview is over."
He's going to turn off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. How about you, Jeremy? How far did your dad get up? You say your dad rode and stuff.
He never raced. So his parent never wanted him to race. So he got the age and the money for it. He bought a bike and he was just riding around. And then I guess he was hoping to like it so we can go. And I actually did like it. So I was first time I was going to races with my brother and my mom. So I never raced before.
Okay. Now, your dad's a big dude. What's he like as in your corner when you come around? Is he a happy guy? Does he yell at you? You get in trouble, or how supportive is he in that way?
He got he has when I go to races, he know where I should be and what I can do. So if that goes good, he's happy. If it goes better, he's gonna let me know. If it was terrible, it was terrible. It was I'll know probably in before the race end because he's probably going to be gone by then. It doesn't go as good. So times I white flag and my dad's not there. Oh, it means I like it like someone that need pressure. It'll need someone to push me hard a lot. So that's how I got faster and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's it's funny. I tell the story all the time about back when I was down in Florida and happened to see little Adam Cincerillo on his super mini bike and stuff like that. And he would win. You probably remember seeing him back in the day and stuff when he was still amateur and everything. But he would win by like a minute. He'd be coming up on second place to lap them. And at the last lap, he'd hit the checkered flag and he'd have to look for his dad, and his dad would come and point to sections that he was screwing up and could go faster. Like no matter how far he would win by, his dad was pressuring him and trying to keep improving. I mean, it's just it's incredible what that relationship is like. And so you kids won't realize this until you're older. I mean, you just kind of touched on it a little bit there, Jeremy, but when you get older and look back at it, the reflection is kind of more like right now you're just like, shut up, Dad.
No, I listen to him. I don't say shut up, Dad. He always thought like I don't win by a minute, but like even if I get a big gap, if let's say she checks my lap times at races, if I drop by like 3 seconds from the first lap to last lap, he's gonna let me know. And even if I won, he's gonna point a second too. I think it's normal. It's how you improve. So I'm fine.
How about you, Thomas? What's your dad like?
I don't know. It's different. You know, sometimes he's pretty happy with I guess it depends the competition, like the different race you're at. Like some races you can have a bad race and it's not all negatives because there's a lot of positives to gain from it either way. But sometimes when you have a bad race and it's a race that like you should have been competing for the win in, then it gets negative and they really start to tell you off, I guess, about what you did wrong. And I don't know. They just try to fix it for the second moto.
Right now, it's like Jeremy just kind of mentioned what it's like with him, but I know at your age, it's kind of weird, because your dad, it's like your dad, and it's like, like I said, shut up, dad, kind of thing. But it's like at your age, can you guys appreciate what your parents are putting into this? Like Thomas, like, or is that something you don't? I mean, looking back, you don't really realize it when you're a kid, but are you at that point where you can see what all goes into this, Thomas?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, not only like I guess they put in thousands of dollars every year, but they also it also gives me opportunities to make friends like Jeremy, best friends. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And in the end, like, it's all going to be worth it, I think, because let's say for some reason I end up not in the sport anymore, I'm still going to have friends like Jeremy to hang out with. So my parents kind of hooked me up for life,
Okay, that's cool. Now speaking of that, let's talk about. I know a little bit of the story, but let's talk about who do we bring in here? We'll bring Jeremy in here on this one to tell us the story. How did you guys meet in the first place?
Walton TransCan 2010, 50s 4-6. It was the second year I was going to Walton. It was my first championship at Walton. Thomas was on the podium too. They had another kid named Jacob that got, and I think he doesn't race anymore, but we were all three, every moto, same results. And that's where I met Thomas. And after we start going to other races with each other, and then we start hanging out and just have fun. And it's the only guy that I always had competition, but first shows off the track. So it's fun.
Oh,
you agree with that, Thomas? Does that sound about right? How you remember it?
Sounds pretty good. I'd say another memory that it was kind of crazy. Like I think it was 2010, like the first year we met. We then drove down to Minneo's together with our 50s, and I just remember bawling our eyes out in the trailer because we got smacked so hard. But I mean, it was worth it though, because we never cried like that again, I don't think.
Yeah, that's it's funny for a lot of people, and I mean, it chases a lot of us out of the sport. Me for one. I mean, you're about to turn to the next level, and you go out there and you get lapped. It's like I always ask people this question too, like yourselves. You cried when you were kids, but nowadays you go down there and there's still going to be those standout kids that are going to spank you down there, right? There's just so many more people. How do you stay positive, and how do you not like have that drive you out of the sport? It's like, man, this is what I need to work on. Like, what do you do when you get beat so badly down there, Jeremy?
I've learned over the years that it's all mental. Like, and I saw it more like in the past couple of years. Like let's say I would go. I was in the 80s, and some kid would be there at Walton, and I would go to Minneo's, and the same kid would beat me because wherever they go, like they wouldn't care. And I would feel like I would be intimidated by the other kids, so I would like ride slower. But then if you go there and think that you deserve to be there, the result change a lot. And you should think each race.
Right. How about you, Thomas? What do you do in those situations? I mean, it can be tough mentally.
Yeah, I just think of it as another race. Like, if you're gonna go out and race, you're gonna race 110%, whatever race you're at. You're not going out there and riding 2 hard laps and then cruising around. You know what I mean? So I just go out there and put in my best result, I guess, and then
right. So whatever happens on the score sheet, that's as long as you gave your best. I mean, what can you do, right?
Yeah.
All right. See, that's another thing too, because a lot of kids too, and I always look for this in young, young riders like yourselves, like who do get very upset when they don't win, whatever. You get upset. I mean, that's natural, right? And that's also a good sign for competitiveness and stuff. But it's what you do, like whether if it chases you out, and you can kind of be getting a reputation as a performer, I think is important too. You know what I mean? If you get beat, go out there and stay headstrong, and that's really important for the future. So if I can pass anything along, it's like, think about that side of it too, just to stay positive and be tough. That makes sense. Okay, now going over your histories, who's won more races between you two guys head to head? Thomas?
Head to head, probably Jeremy. Jeremy just, oh my gosh, man. I can never pass this kid either way. It doesn't matter. Anytime I'm behind him, he just manages to stay in front of me. Anything I tried to go around the outside, actually like carry more speed. He carries the same amount of speed around the inside. So ridiculous.
I guess you're not going to disagree with that, Jeremy, are you?
I think it's fair. It's true. But we got some good battles. I've tried to T-bone Thomas at a time. I'm not a dirty rider, but with Thomas, I don't know why. I've tried to take him out so much. Only 80. I would either go over him or back over him.
All right, I would say you guys have kind of different styles too. I mean, Thomas, you're very controlled. You seem very calculated. Jeremy, maybe I can see you on the edge a little bit more than Thomas. Does that sound right, Thomas? I mean, it's kind of a problem with being such a smooth rider. Sometimes it doesn't look like you're trying as hard. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, Jeremy hangs it out pretty hard out there. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean we're pushing each other, so it works out.
Yeah, like I say, it's one of those things. Like from the sidelines, a smooth rider always looks like they could try harder, but it's like, no, I am trying. I just happen to be. That's just the way of my riding style, right?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Especially the bad start, I can be sketchy. I won't. Well, I'm not sketchy around riders. I'll be sketchy by myself. Like a couple times at Rendall coming down that straight where we have path in front of the start, just try to come too hard in the corner and just go to hard and happen like super schoolboy all the time.
All right, now I know I heard there's someone your dad, I think Thomas mentioned that there may be a takeout story. Like, do you guys in the history there? Is there a time you guys can think of? I know your dad might have been alluding to something.
Oh, I could think of a few. Yeah, the best one though is definitely Gopher at Gopher. Me and Jeremy on 85s, we were battling the entire moto, and then I think it was last lap with like 3 quarters to go. Jeremy just fully T-boned me. Stopped, flew over top of me, landed in the berm, and then I just kind of, rode it home after that experience. Jeremy has some other ones though. Jeremy has some good stories, I think.
Oh yeah, Jeremy, what do you have for us?
Gopher was a good one. And got there was always Gopher or Rendall actually. Like Rendall, one corner before the finish, last lap again. I just never let off and went from outside to inside of Thomas and just try like clean both of his wheels out, and I just slid straight under him, right under. It was fun. I think that's the only 2 track that I've got close from Thomas, but a bunch of time though.
No, it's I find like throughout life you'll find this too. For some reason you are toughest with your closest friends. It's weird how it works like that. But are you guys afterwards? Do you take it to the trailers? Do you guys ever get in each other's faces, or is it just smile and high fives?
We laugh about it. I've never got in trouble with Thomas for that. Like, and I'll be up like I was the one that would try to go into him, and then they would just get out of the track and just laugh about it, and he would laugh how I crashed.
Yeah, because you crashed, not me.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the outcome, how what the attitudes are like.
Well, also those are just fun races too. Like, it's not like he was doing that at, I guess, Walton here or Minios or something like that, and not like a big amateur event. It was just like a fun race, so I'm not too worried.
Like Aaron, man, that's how they call it. Like Aaron, the league.
Yeah.
Call it like it's a fun race. So, and I mean, even with the crash, like I think I still got second. So like we're still like up there. So it was fun. And we're still a kid, but like we're even younger. So it was like 12, 11, 12. So.
Okay, so let's say the coronavirus thing wasn't an issue right now when we were racing. Where would you guys be right now racing? Like, I mean, Loretta's qualifiers coming, all that kind of stuff. Jeremy, where would you be right now if without all this nonsense?
I would probably be back here right now from like it would have been like a week, and I would have done some Loretta lanes or their qualifier just to get motos in and gate drops for riding, and then get ready for national.
Okay, now what class would you been riding?
I would have run the A class, like the winter round.
Okay. Now, how about you, Thomas? What would you be doing right now?
I would have definitely been going to some area qualifiers just because I guess I've always gone to the US to like those, I guess, events just because the stiffer competition, well, not the stiffer competition, but like a full gate rather than, I guess, here. Get some races in and see how we do, I guess.
Okay, what classes would you be in?
Uh, 250B limited, 250B mod, and schoolboy 2, I think, are my classes.
Okay, so this would have been your B year, and Jeremy, you've made the switch up. You have to race the A class down south now.
Yeah, I wanted to race the B class again because I'm still pretty young and I'm younger. I'm like same age as Thomas, and but last year I did points and we didn't think about
We did.
they didn't really have.
I think you said something there. Sorry, we're breaking up a little bit on yours there, Jeremy. But okay, so let's talk about some of these. You guys have been going to the States. I mean, it's cool. Like obviously, I've chased Canadians all over the place, the American Amateur Nationals and stuff like that. If we went back over your careers, Thomas, what to this point, if you look back, what was your best amateur race down south?
Probably the most memorable one would definitely be Loretta's. Because I got 10th overall in 250, or yeah, what was it, 125C, even though I crashed in the first moto. But I don't know, I just thought that was pretty fun. Like, I don't know too many Canadians that have trophies from Loretta's.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a few, obviously, but it's not as big a number as we'd like. But how about you, Jeremy? What's looking back? What's your favorite amateur race down south?
I've got a couple good races at Munoz, but I think my regionals in '85 were really good. That won like all of my classes. You know, broke my collarbone. Like didn't really race it. But I think yeah, regional 2015. No, 2016.
All right. Hey, what? I never asked you this stuff either. Thomas, over to you. What's your school situation like? What grade are you in? How are you doing your schooling, and what kind of student are you?
I'm in grade 11. My schooling right now is all online, and I don't think I've ever got this much homework in my entire life. I'm a pretty good student right now because I don't know, it's just online work. It's pretty easy. But normally, I don't know, I get distracted a little bit, but I get my work done.
All right. You seem like I mean, I've gotten to know you pretty well over the years. You seem like you'd be pretty good in school, I would bet, if you put your mind to it. What's your favorite class? What do you like?
Outdoor ed, I think that's a pretty fun class. Get to go canoeing and stuff like that.
Well, I thought you were going to say math or physics or something.
Actually, okay, that's the most fun class, but the most interesting would probably be biology or chemistry, just because like you get to mix stuff and see what it does. So that's pretty fun.
Okay. See, I knew there was a scientist in you there somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, how about you, Jeremy? What's your school situation like? What are you doing, and what do you like?
So here in Quebec, you finish in grade 11, so my school's done. I technically already graduated since I've been gone from school since February 5th. So because I was in the US, and then they were giving me my work, but it had like March break, and then this happened, so I didn't really got any work. And I'm a lucky student. That's what my mom calls me, because I don't work outside of school, but when I'm in school, I get super like great notes, so they don't. I don't struggle, so that's fun. But it's I'm happy. My school's over for now, so I don't do any now.
Okay. Now, are you guys both 16 yet? Or are you driving or what?
Yeah, I'm 17. I have my G2. I turned 17 in February. So, yeah, I can drive around.
That's man, car equals freedom. That's what I always said back in the day. And how about you, Jeremy? You driving?
No, I'm only 16. I started my first license, but us it's like a whole year before and now it's on pause. So I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but not right now.
Okay, that's funny. You guys are racing like almost professional level motocross, and I remember the old story. Darcy Lange, when he first turned 60, when he first got his license, he refused to put that N in the back of his big jacked up pickup truck out in BC, and he'd get pulled over all the time and be like, "Yeah, I'm a pro motocrosser. I'm not putting this N on the back of my car."
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy's a scooter boy. He rides around on his scooter all the time.
Well, I mean, I have to. That's the only way I can get some freedom.
Hey man, I had out in Vancouver. I had a minivan and a scooter. That's right. Talk about cool.
Oh yeah. Well, It was more fun. You can go anywhere. Go on BMX track and just send us.
Oh yeah, no, I had one of the old.
Go down to the water park.
Oh, that was water park. I got some pretty good stories with Thomas.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So he comes to my place like for 2 weeks, almost each summers, and I go to his. And then he would come down here. There's a water park that's right on my track, and we would get probably like kicked out of the water park each. Because we would, so they had like a big slide with like I don't know how it's called.
Big floaty, a big floaty.
And then and it had like bumps in it, and we would jump out, so get more speed and jump in the last one, so we'd double. And then they would always get mad and just cut our bracelets. They come back tomorrow. So we made that double.
That's awesome. Yeah, I used to have the French-built Yamaha BWS, the one that you could really do some wheelies and off-road stuff on. And I used to find tracks underneath bridges downtown Vancouver. It just ridiculous, and the cops would chase you away. It's kind of what you're hoping for, I guess. It was kind of fun back then. But hey, what do you guys like before races? Either you guys one of those kids who throw up, or are you nervous? Thomas, are you nervous before races?
Before races, no. I'm normally talking to my buddies on the line or in staging or watching, just I guess near, checking out lines and stuff like that. But I don't really get nervous anymore. Like, I'm not really nervous. It's just kind of like anxious. Like, I'm just like ready to go. You know, I'm all fired up.
Right. I guess that's obviously there's some excitement in there, but then saying nervous is the wrong thing. How about you, Jeremy? What do you like before a race?
I'm not a nervous kid. I don't see pressure. Like I have some, but I prefer not to think about it. And it actually depends on the race. If it's small races, like I'll talk and Thomas, and then big races like I'll just get like my mind ready and I won't talk to anyone. Be on my bike and wait.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. There's some people just cannot handle it, right? And they're just like throwing up in their helmets, or they're just all revved up. I always try to talk to people and say, listen, that gate is going to drop no matter what. Time's going to pass, and that gate's going to drop, and you're going to take care of what you got to take care of. So being nervous is not good. Excitement, sure, getting revved up, but nerves are never really all that helpful. How about favorite tracks, Jeremy? While we got John, what's he doing?
Yeah, can I say something?
Yes, Thomas.
I was raising my hand. Just like Jeremy said, like I don't talk to my friends because I guess I'd belong there. But yeah, I just wanted to add that. Just wanted to say that.
That was it?
Not important.
I don't get nervous because I belong at that race.
I see what you're saying. I got you. Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying. All right, how about let's do a couple other little questions here. Thomas, while we got your shot there, what's your favorite track you've ever ridden?
My favorite track I've ever ridden? Probably, that's a tough question. I've ridden a lot of tracks.
Jeremy had a suggestion.
Oh, Jeremy has a suggestion?
I said you better say my track.
No, I think I'm gonna go with the Unadilla, the pro track, like the pro Unadilla track, which I raced at my regional. That was probably because I don't even know people like the only people who've ever ridden there really are like those vintage guys. So and the pros obviously, but I don't know. It's just a super fun track.
Okay, how
Jeremy's
about you,
track? Close second though.
Okay, how about you, Jeremy? Favorite track besides your own?
I don't know. I like my track a lot. I like Walton. I like Walton. I really like Walton. Last year, I like it on pro day. It was fun, but probably Walton or I don't know. Oh, Area 51. I like that track a lot. Big jump.
Oh, you're a hard pack guy.
Yeah, when it gets rough and deep ruts, not when it's small stuff. Like you need to get big ruts.
Okay. Hey, I think you kind of both sort of answered this, but I always like this question too. We got you on there, Jeremy. Who was your kind of motocross hero? I think we know the answer to this, but when you were growing up and stuff, who's your favorite rider?
James Stewart. He's the greatest of all time.
Hey, you can't say that. You can't use the GOAT letters.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking that James Stewart's probably my favorite one. He Bubba Scrub. I just like him. I like his attitude.
Right. Okay. How about you, Thomas? Probably. I know you had three numbers in your original number. So how about you? Who'd you have to pick?
I gotta say, you know, the greatest of all time, Ricky Carmichael. Just because I don't know, he was an absolute machine. So yeah.
Or have you guys ever gone on YouTube and gone back to like the 05, 06 outdoor season? Go watch some of those on YouTube, man. Unbelievable, those two.
Yeah, actually in my recommended videos yesterday, there's randomly like 2006 outdoor national like highlights. Like they were insane. Like they were sending it on, I guess obviously they're like factory bikes, but like compared to now, like they're crazy.
Yeah, I was there. I was standing on the fences there at Washougal. I mean, that's one hell of a race to watch from 06.
Yeah, I think I saw you. I might have seen you there.
Yeah, you probably did, sure. Okay, how about if we're talking outside of motocross, who's someone you really look up to, Thomas? Since we got you on there, who would you put in that hero category?
Probably Peter Sagan.
Oh,
He's a pro cyclist. He's a pretty sick guy. He kills people on climbs, I think. I think it's climbs. No, it's sprints. He's a sprinter. Yeah, he's the guy who goes really fast. Yeah, I remember him. Peter Sagan. He's sick.
interesting. Okay, a cyclist you pick. How about you, Jeremy? Who's a hero to you outside of moto?
Probably Sébastien Toutan. I don't know if you know him. He's a porter. He's really good. He's actually tall, and he won the in 2018 Big Air, and he's really good. He does stuff like whatever he touches, he's good. So I like to watch him.
Okay, cool, man. How about another silly classic question? How about music? What kind of music do you like, Jeremy?
I don't know. I like Miley Cyrus, "Party in the USA." Good one.
I have a feeling that's sarcasm. I'm hoping.
No, that's actually a good one. I like that song. I don't listen to new music, like old music and girl music, like Lana is Ariana Grande.
Girl.
Wow, that's okay. Thomas, quickly, let's get over to you. What's your kind of music you like?
Probably the same type of guy. Like I like those old throwback songs. Like yeah, "Party in the USA." That's a pretty good song. I've definitely seen Jeremy jam out to that song.
This interview is over. This interview is over. I'm kidding.
No,
okay.
right now I guess I'm listening to a lot of like I guess new music, like some of the new like I guess rap or whatever you want to call it, and then like some R&B stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe a little bit of country here and there, but
Oh, country.
yeah. Oh, Johnny Cash. That's essential.
Okay. Well, if you're going to say country, we will accept Johnny Cash for sure. We'll accept that answer. Absolutely.
John Denver, better.
John Denver.
Oh, yeah. And I like Drake too. Tootsie Slide.
Yeah, Drake. Yeah.
Right foot up, left foot slide.
Thomas. All right. Hey, your dad told me to ask you, Thomas, and probably both of you kids, are you guys both playing the Loretta's Online Championship and the MX versus ATV type thing?
I think I missed the qualifier. I'm not gonna lie. I think I missed the qualifying session thing. But I mean, it would have been kind of fun.
How about you, Jeremy? Are you a gamer?
Sometimes depends. I'm not gaming right now. I might do. I don't know. I'm good at motocross games. Like I play often. Well, not really. Sometimes. I don't know. Like I won't play for like a month, and then I'll play for 2 weeks in a row, like each night. So that's how I am. Like until I get tired of the game, and I'll wait for another month, and I'll play again. But when I play, I'm pretty good. Better than Tanner Ward. He's trash. He can't.
Are you calling pros out now?
Yeah, Tanner. He told me he was good, and he played with me, and he's not good. I was disappointed.
That's great.
How
about okay, you guys? How about where are you guys going to be in 5 years? I mean, Thomas, you're still in the B class. Where are you hoping to be in 5 years?
Hopefully, I'd like to be a pro in 5 years. Maybe battling for some podiums, but sport's pretty crazy, so you never know what could happen. But I would hope to be, I guess, still competitive in 5 years.
Right. So your goal is to keep moving forward and get up to the pro ranks and see what you can make out of it, huh?
Yeah, that would be exactly it.
Okay. How about you, Jeremy? You're heading into the pros. So 5 years from now, where do you see it?
I'd have a 250 championship, if not two, and probably race to the U.S. in 5 years.
Okay.
I'm a like I that's what I want, and then if that doesn't work, well, I don't know. Hope that's gonna work.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what I want to ask you too. Are you, Thomas? We got you on there now. Are you shooting for pro in the States, like Supercross, outdoors, Canadian? What are you shooting for?
Well, I know that I definitely want to go pro in Canada because that's something that's pretty obtainable, I think. But I do want to go race some outdoors in the U.S. because those tracks are they just look unreal, and I guess the fans are pretty crazy, so I think it'd be pretty fun. I guess Supercross is the big thing in the U.S. Like that's where all the support is like that. So I'd like to go race some Supercross, but I definitely see myself as more of an outdoor guy.
Okay. How about you, Jeremy? You were breaking up a little bit. Your internet's not quite as strong there, but what are you shooting for? American stuff, Supercross, or are you shooting for Canada? Both?
Yeah, well, like I want to start my 250 career here anytime. Goes really good. That's for 250, and then come back here for 450s when I'm there. Everything goes good.
Okay, I see. Interesting. All right. Now, how about I know Thomas? We've seen you pretty recently with a couple casts on your arms. How do you guys at your age? How do you deal with injuries and stuff like that? Thomas, you've had a couple good ones not too long ago. How are you feeling, and what do you do to deal with your injuries?
I mean, I go to the races still, and I go watch guys, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't really know how to deal with them. I guess mentally, you just kind of have to suck it up. Like it happened. You just gotta wait till they heal now. But then you just really got to get them strong again, so you hopefully don't, I guess, injure yourself again or injure another part of your body. But yeah, you just kind of like move past it and focus on, I guess, the future rather than the past.
Right. You're like it's funny too because being such a smooth rider as you are, you're not usually the kind of kid who gets hurt. But I guess that snapped both wrists. You just overjumped the Gopher Dunes jump, right?
Yeah, I went a little long on that.
Did you even fall?
I crashed pretty good, yeah. But I don't think it happened when I crashed. Like it happened when I landed.
Yeah, probably. How about you, Jeremy? What kind of injuries and how do you deal with them?
It depends what type of injuries. If they're really serious, or I have to just wait. And when I get injured, actually, I actually get away from races. I like to watch people riding. Like if I'm not riding, and if it's small injuries, I probably race with it. Like last year, I broke my hand, then I raced with broken hands, so wasn't that bad to just do it. But it's not. It's something that I hate injuries. It's not. It's not something that you want to have. It's hard mentally when like you see everybody ride and you can't because you're like I'm sure Thomas can know about that because when I saw him like just watching on the side of the track, I don't know how he did it. But
Well, I had my orange cast, so you could see me cheering you on.
yeah.
Hey, wait a second, Thomas. But you did that because it worked with the girls. You had some. You were getting followers and stuff. You had your social media stuff written on there, didn't you? Didn't some girl come up and didn't you get a date out of it or something?
No, I got a bunch of people who DM'd me on Instagram asking if, I guess, how I broke my wrist because they saw me at Chio or they saw me at McDonald's or something. Or A&W too, A&W, yeah. And yeah, I know nothing really happened out of it, but it was just funny. I got some followers, so.
Well, speaking of that, now we're on you kids being 16 and 17 years old. What social media stuff. Who do you like to follow? Who's out there that you guys enjoy getting a kick out of on social media? Thomas, well, we got you there.
Direct Motocross, I think.
Oh, that's a good one.
They're pretty good at their social media stuff. I also like, I guess, all the Red Bull guys. Those guys are pretty sick. They do some crazy stuff. And then I guess all like the big heads of our sport.
Right. How about you, Jeremy? Are you pretty strong on social media, and who do you like to follow?
Red Bull people for sure, but no, I follow like Jeff Earlings and Ken Rogson because they're really good and I like their stuff. And a couple of my buddies and a couple girls, no change. I like to follow Axel Hodge too.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Okay. How about that? Do you guys, any of you guys try any of that freestyle stuff? Anybody ever hit a actual freestyle ramp? How about you, Thomas? You ever hit a freestyle ramp?
No, I don't think I have. I don't remember hitting a freestyle ramp, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe I have, but no. I mean, I've done some wheelies and some stoppies, but I'm not quite Axel Hodge's level yet.
How about you, Jeremy?
I never hit a ramp, but knack, and I tried to do a hill clicker, but it wasn't. Yeah.
That's okay. You can just leave hill clickers out.
Yeah, no, I do knack though. That's fun. Like Chad Reed.
I do fender slaps. I slap the fenders.
Oh, I think I have a photo of you slapping a fender.
Maybe you do.
All right, now what is the best trick in your bed when you're in your arsenal there, Thomas? What would you say is your best trick?
Not really a trick like on a jump, but on a pit bike, I'm pretty good at wheeling on pit bikes. It's kind of I can't really wheelie on my big bike. Like it's pretty easy to do on pit bikes, but yeah, I can do the thing where you jump on the seat and then you still wheelie, or at least I could. Like last time I rode my pit bike.
Okay, how about you, Jeremy? You mentioned knacks and stuff, and leave out the heel clickers. But what's your best trick?
I can do some really good scrub when I can bike sideways or whips too. Like I don't know. If I feel it, I can do some good whips and scrubs.
All right, now I want to say my favorite trick is the oppo. I want to see you guys getting backwards.
Sounds good.
One track I can do an oppo, and it's these there in Quebec. They have a step up, and it's just with the that track is best track for oppos. It's the only track.
I guess we're going there then, Jeremy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we talked about your beginnings. We talked about what you're doing now. I mean, what about? I mean, what's it like where you guys are? Where are you riding right now, Thomas? Are you actually able to get out somewhere? You mentioned you're doing lots of cycling and stuff like that. What else can you do?
Well, a couple of my buddies have their own tracks. I haven't gone all the way to Jeremy's yet, but I go to my friend Luca Giampaolo's. He has a good track. Get out there and ride. Also, Ryan Mott. He has a little turn track. We went and did some mud motos the other day because it decided to dump rain as we were driving down the road, and we decided we might as well just go ride. So yeah, I get a little bit of riding in, but mostly cycling.
Now you, Jeremy, you seem a little bit spoiled. You're you're in your trailer at the track right now, right?
Yeah. Well, lucky I got my own track, so I can just ride almost every day. I cycle a lot too.
Okay, who's the stronger cyclist between you two guys?
I don't know.
I think we're pretty even.
Yeah, want to race, Jeremy? I'll race you.
I'll race it. I'm not. We need to go outside because that's the.
Yeah, I can't race you on Zwift.
Yeah, I'll win on Zwift.
No. I have the pizza power upgrade. I can get those like bonus energy.
No, I don't know.
Take you out.
We were supposed to bike together like last year. Like I brought my bike and he had his and went to. But we never cycle. Like we just went.
Yeah, we went to the water park instead.
Nice. Whoops. All right. Well, hey, Thomas, let me ask you this. Of all the stuff behind you there, what's your favorite little piece of memorabilia? Which one means the most to you back there?
Probably the coolest one. Let me get up here and look. Probably these. These are my goggles that I have. They're still dirty from 50s when I got third with Jeremy. So yeah, I still have those.
That race we're talking about, those are the goggles from that day?
Yeah, those are the ones. And the mud from that day.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, got to keep those.
See, if those were here, my mom would be out there with some Windex and cleaning them off. No, Mom. How about you, Jeremy? What's your favorite piece of? I know you nothing in your screen there, but what have you kept?
I just get the big trophies from like my. Actually, I got. I think that's the coolest one. I got a signed helmet from Troy Lee, so that's really nice. It's look at the other one.
Oh, we can see Thomas holding up a #1 plate here. What's that?
I was just showing Jeremy my state championship.
Oh,
I think he might have been there. I don't know.
Oh, ouch! Shots fired.
Whatever. We're back. Oh, back home.
Yeah.
I got 2 bronze, dude. That's probably the nicest one. I got a left one. That's
pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's that one. He might have trumped you on that one there, Thomas.
Yeah.
Well,
both sides. I can skate with
signed Red Bull helmet too. Signed Red Bull helmet. Or the whole Blackfoot team.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, how about this? Let's Thomas. I know is Reese still in? Is your dad still in there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Does he have any questions that I missed that he's thinking about to hit? Because he knows, obviously, he's seen you 2 kids grow up. Hey, Reese, you have anything else we should ask him?
No, I think you asked them all the questions. I mean, these guys just they've been going at it for a lot of years, and they're still doing it because they love it. And I can say I love taking Thomas to the races, and I know that Jason loves to take Jeremy to the races. And it's just lots of good times. I mean, all these trophies, they're all pieces of plastic, but they all mean something and show that there was hard work and effort behind something, which I think as a parent, we're trying to teach our kid good ideals like that, you know, and that's all we can do. And they're still loving this, and hopefully they'll keep doing it and get to meet lots of good friends and travel all over.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. You're instilling good work ethic and everything. So these kids, I mean, obviously, whether they make it top level pros or not, the lessons learned and I'll just speak up for this too. I know we're getting sappy, we're old guys, but just the connection with your family and your dad, your mom and dad, the stuff you talk about in the future, just the memories you make. It's kind of fun. Like it'd be old looking back at some of these things. And remember that time we sat around and Thomas and Jeremy were 16 and 17 and they're fighting back and forth on that video. This will be proof of that.
What's your Billy, what's your top 5 for 450 and 250? What's your expectation?
I hide from this question by quoting Ricky Carmichael and say that I don't predict, I analyze.
All right.
Analyzing off of the last year and what you've seen on social media, who do you think is a top 5 250 rider right now?
In Canada?
Yeah.
Well, top 5, that's easy.
Who are they?
Well, you got your Renslins, you got your Pettis, you got your Marshall Weltons, you got your Tanner Wards, and 5th place, who we got? If Joey comes up, I'm not sure who comes up, but top 5's easy. I'm not going to give you the order though.
That's fine. Now we know.
How about 450?
Well, that's going to be a good battle between the Dylan Wright and the Cole Thompson. We got Tyler Medaglia, we got Phil Nicoletti and Matt Gerke, right?
The usual.
Yeah. I didn't put that in order.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm. Why? So do you want to make your picks there, Jeremy? It sounds like you want to.
No, I was just saying.
Oh, you chicken.
I can't. I'm just wondering what you were thinking.
No, I left number 41 out of that.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, what's his name? Jake Masterpool. Or is it Time Masterpool?
One in the West.
Do you want to make predictions, Thomas, or no?
Predictions for like this year, like who I think's gonna win.
Yeah, Canada.
I mean, I don't really want to make that prediction. That's kind of a very bold prediction, but like riders, I'm pretty sure we'll do pretty well. I guess we'll be in it all the way to the last round. Definitely Jess. Rensland for sure. And then maybe Jeremy too.
No,
Jeremy's
top.
really been surprising me lately. Seen those videos on Instagram. He's throwing pretty big scrubs and stuff. So
if scrubs are any indication, then Jeremy, you're right in there, buddy.
yeah.
There's Dakota too.
Yeah, Dakota, Alex too, and the other rider that Sky is looking for as well, right? We still don't know who their other second rider is going to be, so they could snag someone else.
Yeah. I mean, 2020 is a pretty weird year, so you never know. Like Jeremy could just go out there and just stomp everyone by 20 minutes, but it's pretty weird year. So
20 minutes, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. What's your favorite event in Canada and the US to go to?
Who?
Billy.
Hey, I'm asking the questions here.
I'm asking the questions now.
Get your own website. No, don't. I like all the. I like anyone that the Canadians go to. You know what I mean? I mean, I love chasing. Whenever you guys are at a race in the States, doesn't even matter where it is or how big the event is. Those are the ones I like. Just watching. I mean, my thing is if a Canadian's down there racing, I don't like to miss it. So I mean, those are just the ones I like to go to. Otherwise, they're just races, right? But when I can chase around the Canadian kids and stuff like that, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I got a question for Billy too. What's the great battle you've watched live in Canada, in the pro class?
In Canada?
Or the US?
It's funny. I always go back to that 2007 450 race at Sandali, if you can remember that one, with Simon Holman's probably his greatest race ever. You watch, go back. I tried to find it. I'm not sure if it's on there, but I think it was 07 Sandali National. That was intense. There's other ones too, obviously, but that one pops into my head.
I was pretty young. I don't really remember that, but I was probably there.
I feel like we talked about this in one of our interviews before, Thomas.
I feel like we did too, but yeah. It's not in my brain right now. I don't know. What's another?
We really get old. More and more stuff gets squeezed out of the old brain. So it's tough to answer questions. But all right, guys. Hey, why don't we, unless you can think of something else, Thomas, we're not asking me any more questions. That's no good. But
all right, I'll ask Jeremy.
What's that?
I'll ask Jeremy a question.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Jeremy, if there's one race, like any race you could do, what race would it be?
What do you mean?
Like any single race, like what race would you race?
Worldwide?
Anywhere in the world, yeah.
Well, obviously, I would want to race the MXGP, but the world one, MX, how it's called? I think that's how it's called. Like when Canada and then every countries are there.
Oh, Motocross Nations.
Yeah, this year because it was supposed to be in French, so I could speak to the people in French.
Yeah, me too.
It would have been cool.
Yeah, I could go with them as well.
That probably would be a race. Either that one or Red Bud. I don't know Red Bud, about people screaming and it would be fun.
All right, Thomas, how about you answer that question yourself? What was one race you'd like to do?
Well, I was going to say Motocross of Nations, but I mean, Jeremy said that, so I'm going to go with my second option, and that's probably Southwick. Just because, that just looks like a fun track. Well, it doesn't look fun. Like, it looks pretty tiring. But I like sand, so probably pretty.
Are you racing pro class as an intern this year? Are you doing some pro races?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, you can't. You want to race? This is supposed to be your B class down south, so you better not.
Yeah. Well, no, I can race like after the U, but if I don't get points, I can still race B. But
Okay, there's our answer. If he goes to Loretta, he's going to race B and then race the last couple pro races. So
Yeah, you got me.
All right, boys. Well, let's end it there. But I should have just said, hey, you guys ask each other more questions. But we've run out of time, I'm afraid. We should do those. Let's get both you guys to thank some sponsors here. Thomas, who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Oakley. Definitely, Oakley really helps me out. They've been helping me out since 50 days. Got those old Oakleys. 7, they're pretty good. They're a new sponsor. in Canada now, so submit your resumes. Bell Helmets, Atlas, KTM Canada, Wheel Sport, Factory Connection, Dunlop, Nihilo, WMR, and Stance Socks, Time Bomb Trading, Cervelo Cycles. Yeah, and anyone else I forgot. Thank you.
Man, you just made a lot of cyclists' mouth water there saying Cervelo, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, and how about you, Jeremy? Who would you like to thank, buddy? And we'll let you guys get back, Jeremy, back out to the track.
Yeah, I would like to thank Oakley, sure, Bach, F, new sponsors, then KTM, Dad for the track, Nihilo.
Oh, who's that? Tell him to come in.
That's my dad.
Oh, get him in here.
He's just pointing like all the sponsors in Japan. Atlas, SMX Motocross, Mika Metals, MD Distribution, Who's Your Tire, and ST Key for my graphics. And I think I said all of them. Sure, if I missed any, sorry.
I'm a little rusty. I might have forgot. I forgot FMF too.
Okay, hey, Jeremy, Reese was telling me that your dad has a pretty burly beard going on. Come on, get him to stick his head in here.
Yeah, he just left.
Ah.
Jason just left the chat.
He scares me on a good day. I can't even imagine him with a big beard on him.
Yeah, he got a big, nice beard. He looks older.
Is it gray?
I'm not a fan of beer, so I like skin.
But is it gray? Is his beard gray?
Oh, only here. Only the bottom's gray. The rest is fine. Shave his head. New man.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we really need him in here. Oh, well, too bad we missed him. We'll get him next time.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, hey, thank you very much for doing this, guys. It's we had some fun. Hopefully people enjoyed that. Listen to some stories to younger guys on here, and good luck in the future. Hopefully we get racing. I mean, I'm not sure we're going to get any good news. I mean, the news is supposed to come out May 1st, so in a couple of days here. But I don't know what's going to happen with our racing. But boy, hopefully we see you guys at a track soon. I guess we'll end it there, guys. Jeremy, anything you want to say? Or you just want to say see you later?
See you later.
All right, Thomas, how about you, man? See you later. Thank you very much for doing this.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for coming to all the races and doing all this.
Oh.
The social exposure.
Hey, man, I got nothing better to do.
Yeah. Pretty boring right now anyway.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that. And we'll see you boys at the races.